All right, so we've created our creature. We made a little mouse, but now let's go ahead and change his colors. By default, the model loads in blue, and that will probably work. Let's go to this gear up here, and we can go to Customize Model, and we can change the color of this guy. Oh, one big disclaimer that I do want to tell you is many artists do not want their art to be modified, and it can be considered rude to do so. So this, like editing the art meshes this way, is something that you need to have permission to do from the artist. Because I made this model specifically for people to edit, I encourage you to use this to edit this model. I specifically made this model in a way that it is easy to edit with this process, but please don't go around editing other people's models. Don't go around editing their texture maps. Just because you bought it on Etsy doesn't mean the artist wants you to recolor it or change it up. So just be respectful on that. With mine, I encourage you to go ahead and color it and scribble on the texture maps and have fun. And I'll show you how to do that in the next video. But just be aware. Don't be mean. These models take hours to make. I think I've spent already 25 hours on this model. So just please don't be a butthead. All right, so in this window, though, we can select colors to change. And you can go ahead and we can go ahead and like change the color of the blue one. But sometimes it's difficult to get the exact color I want. The blue is light enough that it's pretty easy, but let me go ahead and show you another option you have. So let me close this really quick. I've created an alternative texture map, so let me show you that. So by default, the model will load and it will read the textures in this folder. It is going to read textures 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, and 0, 3. It won't read the ones in these folders. Only the ones at the top in cutesy-furry.4096. This is the only textures that it will read. So what I'm going to do is, by default, the model will load with my blue texture, but I created a solid white texture that it might be a little easier for you to edit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all of these in my solid white folder, and I'm going to paste them here, and I'm going to overwrite them because the names have to be exactly the same, otherwise it won't read. But the model won't update in here unless you close Vtube Studio, so I'm going to go ahead and close it. That way Vtube Studio will reload my entire model with the white texture. You don't have to use the white texture, but it might be easier, especially if you're very particular about the hex code that you use for your colors. So let's wait for this bad boy to load, and here we go. It is loaded with the white texture, but oh no, I'm a husky again. Well, don't worry. We set our custom model to a hotkey, so I'll just hit Control P, and now my version of the model has been saved as an expression. I can load it with the press of a button. But now we have our white texture map. It does make some of the parts hard to see. All those markings, because they're all the same color, you can't really see them. But that's okay. So let's go to that gear down there. We're going to go back to this gear. We're going to go to Customize Model. We're going to customize multiply/screen color for art meshes. Again, please don't edit other people's models this way unless they give you permission. And we're going to hit OK. So let me explain how this particular model is drawn. So this guy is drawn in kind of a layered way. I've retained the layers that way people can edit this texture map if they want, but if you can't edit a texture map, it's fine. But most of the parts are broken up into 3 parts: the line art, the base color, and then the shadow. So we have line art for the torso, base color for the torso, shadow for the torso, and this is for most of the parts. We don't have it for like all the face like markings except for the muzzle top. But the chest has it, the arms have it, the legs have it, the hands have it. You'll notice the paws, the paw pads are a separate part though. This is just a guide. The blue is just a guide. That's not what will show up. This is what will show up on top. We also have a similar thing for the tails. We have the solid color tails, but then we also have individual tail tips and the inner ears on this texture map. So let's go ahead and take a look. Also, just because this model easily has over 130 parts, and that can be a lot to try to take in. So I've tried to break them up into sections by naming them, a certain way, like mouth. All of the mouth related parts, I've tried to name it mouth underscore whatever. or torso. So let's search torso underscore. So you'll see torso has 4 different layers that you can modify. We have the base color, the line, the shadow, and the marking color. Since the line is black, it won't really change much. So we're just going to do the base color. And we're going to make him yellow. We're going to click OK and OK. Now let's do the marking, and let's make his markings we'll do this color. Okay. Okay. And we can, so, you know, I just did that, the marking color. If I click the torso or the pectorals, if you click in different areas of the model, it'll try to understand, okay, what are you trying to click on, and it'll give you a list of things that it's thinking you're trying to click on. So if I click on the chest, it's going to bring me, okay, are you clicking the torso? Are you clicking the hair back? Are you clicking the chest? I can't tell. Which one do you want? Because we just did the marking color in this red, if I choose to change the pectoral color and I click paste, it's going to paste the last color that I've used. And we're going to click OK. So yeah, just paste last multiply color, and we're going to click OK. We can do the same with the neck fluff. So again, it gets a little confusing. So if you see something, like if you're highlighting it, you click it, and it's like, I think it's neck fluff, you can search, all right, neck underscore, show me everything that is neck related. So we have neck fluff, and then we have the actual neck parts. So let's do the actual neck marking. Oh, and we're going to do paste. Oh, actually, I don't think I can now, because I accidentally clicked away from it. And you can also input like a specific hex code. So you can go through and you can edit, here's the neck base, each individual color, including the shadows. Like, you can change the color of the shadows if you want. By default, they're light blue set to multiply, but if you change, you can change, like if you don't want them to be as dark, you can make them brighter, you can make them way darker. And you can go through and set up each one. So we're going to do neck fluff shade. Wow, let's make that purple for no reason other than I can. Let's make this purple. Why not? The face is where it gets the most confusing. The face and the eyes. Oh, and see, we have 6 whiskers, but they're hard to see. So you can just search. All right. No. Oh, no. I have to redo all of that. Don't click cancel. Make sure you don't click cancel. That sucks. Let's search whisker. And there are 6 whiskers. So I'm just going to make it purple. You can do pink. Because they're each individual parts, you can change them individual colors. So that's pretty fun. Let's do red. Let's do green. All right, cool. The face is where it gets very confusing, especially when you have the white version of the texture. But as you hover, you can kind of see. But again, I've named everything like face marking related. I've named it face. So we're going to go to search. Click this. Don't click cancel. Click the little X. If you click cancel, you're going to lose all your work. Click the little X. And we're going to do face underscore. So everything that's like marking related, I have named face. So look, we can do like our eye mask green, and then this one can be purple. We can do the fur midline, which is the little peak, that color. You'll notice some parts do layer kind of strangely on top of each other, so I would recommend trying to keep some of them similar colors, but I mean, if you like the way it looks, go ham, man. Let's do yellow. Okay. So for midline, this area is going to be the cheek color. So we're going to paste our last color. And one thing you'll notice is, like, the lips. The lips don't match the cheek, and that's because some of this has to keep other objects from clipping through the artwork. So the lips are going to be under the mouth category. I know it's confusing. But you can also click on the lip. But there's so many objects just layered on top that it doesn't know exactly which one you're after. So everything mouth related, including this area, is titled mouth. So we're going to close this X, not cancel, and we're going to search mouth underscore. And now we have all of our mouth parts, including the upper lip line and the upper lip color. So the upper lip color controls specifically you know, this area. And then we have the lower lip color, which we can do in yellow as well. Okay. We can do the tongue. So, like, you can go get creative. And also, you can hit OK. And you can add to using screen. Screen kind of, like, overlays a bright color on top of everything. So if you do full white, it will blast everything out. So that's why it's a little better to just edit the white texture, because then you don't have to use screen to try and work around other colors. But definitely feel free to tinker around with it if you want like a bright neon mouth or something. Let's do the nose. So the nose, there's only a few parts for the nose, underscore. There's the line and then the actual nose itself. So not a lot for the nose. Okay. Now the trickiest part of changing the color of this model is the hands and, you know, the face and the hair. So let me show you how the hair is set up. Hair. So we're going to do underscore hair. Hair underscore whatever. Right now, I think this hairstyle, let me click on it. I think this hairstyle is hairstyle A, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, wait, no, that was the line. Let's do top color. All right, so this hairstyle is hairstyle A, so the other one that it loads with initially is hairstyle B. Again, searching underscore hair underscore, will help you find every hair-related asset, including ones that aren't currently visible right now. So you'll just have to kind of click like on the eyeball and see. When you click on the eyeball, it will make that part flash. So hair B isn't visible, so you're not going to see it flash. We're using hair A right now. But again, feel free to, you know, tinker, change the colors, have fun. Hair back. Yeah, so we can do the back of the hair a different color. Okay, and then the side bangs. Side bang, here it is, right. Oops, I accidentally did the shadow instead of the color. Let's do side bang color. There we go. Oh, I need to fix that. That's not set to multiply. But I mean, I could just pick like this or change it to green or something. That'd be kind of cool too. Maybe I'll just leave it not set to multiply. That way you can kind of use it like that. So that was hair right. So now we need to do side bang left. Click over here. And we know we're looking for, you know, side bang left. And let's do the shadow of it too. I need side bang left shadow. Okay. And we can do a similar thing to the ears. The ear consists of, this ear consists of an ear front, an ear inner, and an ear back. So if you're having trouble finding the ear parts, let's just search ear underscore. And you'll see there's several different types of ears. There's a lot of ear parts, and I'll explain what they all are. This model has 3 different sets of ears drawn into it. So we have ear pointed, which is the default husky ear. We have ear round, which are these ears. And then we have ear floppy, which are the floppy puppy ears. But, you know, we're not using the pointed ears or the floppy ears. So you only need to modify the ones of the parts that you're using. So since we're using ear round, you can even get a little more specific and search ear round. That way you won't have to look at ear floppy or ear pointed. And then these, you'll only see the ear round. So let's do ear round front color. And we're going to do, oh God, I'm picking just terrible colors for this thing, but it's whatever. We'll do that. You know, for the front, we can do ear round. This is front color for the left ear. So we're going to do front color, ear round, front color for the right. Cool. We're going to do ear round inner, back inner. We'll click over here. Ear round back inner. We'll do ear round back color. Do green. And then click over here and we'll do ear round back color. And this is the right one. We'll do, yeah, that color. Okay. And let's change the head base color. So I'm going to kind of click here. But it's really hard to get to. So what I'm going to do, oh, see, face head. It's under the face category. So we're going to do face and we have our head color. And just to explain, let me show you. There is a list in my changelog and model information. Anytime I update the model or make changes to the model and you re-download it, they will be listed here as just saying what new artwork assets were added, what new parameters are added, the texture map changes. But up here is kind of like your parts guide. So it's going to say custom underscore means you can use the search function to find all your custom hair art mesh parts. Cheek tuft is the 6 tuft pieces. Chest is the chest/breast parts. So these things are things specifically for you to search in here to try and help you narrow down the list of parts. That way you don't have to sift through 130 parts at once. You can only sift through 10 to 20 to 3 to 2 to 5. So that's what, so we can do, oh, let me show you the hand. The hand is also very difficult to change the colors on, because there's a bunch of different hand versions. Right now, we only see the default hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search hand underscore. There are a ton of parts for the hand. There's a bunch of parts because he has hand animations that change, like the versions of hands he's using. That's why there's so many, because there's so many different versions that exist on his texture map, like these. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, every single one of these is a separate piece, and that's what you're going through in this list, is every piece that's on this texture map. So, you know, we have hands open, hands relaxed, we have the fist hand, and then we have palm, finger, and thumb. And then we have a corresponding paw and claw for each one of those. So because we aren't on, let's just go ahead and let's do hand palm. Click here. Yeah, and this is hand palm, so we're just going to do, you know, yellow. Oh. Well, it didn't do anything. Why? It's probably because it's doing a different hand that's not currently visible. So let's go to our expression editor. Let's go to our, let me press one of our poses. Let's see, let's look at the poses that we have. I have palms up. Let's do F3. Oh, I need to fix this. Let's do F4. I'm not sure what hand I just modified. But this is why his hands are so complex, because he just has so many. But let's go back and try to just edit all of them as best we can. So let's go back to Customize Model. I'm going to search hand. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to search hand underscore nail. And I might rename the other hands to be more specific. That way we have, you know, hands on we have the nails of the relaxed hand. We have the nails of the fist hand. We have the nails of the thumb, the nail of the finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he has 4 different sets of nails because there's 4 different sets of hands that have the nails visible. So what I would do is I would go ahead and, like, let's say I wanted his nails to be purple. Because I've searched hand nails, I'm just going to do paste, okay, okay. 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 Oh, but the problem I'm having right now is, oh no, the texture maps, they're still set to black, so that's why they're not showing up with my different colors. I can change that by going to screen and blasting different color in, but I'm going to go ahead and when I send you this model, I'll send you a version where the nails are white. That way it won't be as hard. So technically it should have changed here, but it's not going to right now. So let's do hand underscore paw. Similar with the paws. This hand doesn't have any visible paw pads except for right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just set them all to purple. Now let's do this one. Okay, okay. I'm just going to do paste, okay, okay. 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 And I'm going to change the body color. Let's do torso base color. Just to have something else going on. Let's change the bicep color. Paste, okay. Let's change this bicep. Paste, okay. Change this forearm, paste OK. Change that forearm, paste OK. Let's do the legs, paste OK, OK. Paste OK, OK. Oops, I changed the shadow. Turn that off. Let's do the color. Paste OK, OK. So there we go. And again, we can change, you know, the colors of these, like the marking parts and then the hands. Actually, let me change the top muzzle. Let's go to, that's like this area, this is called top muzzle, and it's going to be part of the face. So we can just do face. Yeah, top muzzle color. And we can even change the shading if you want. Yeah, sure, that's kind of fun. We'll just leave it like that. Okay. Oh, in the neck. Okay, well, whatever. So we have our colored model. Let me try his other poses. I need to fix that. I'll fix that before I send this out. But let's try to change this forearm color to something other than white. So let's go to Customize Model. Okay. Oh, actually, he stayed in this pose, so it might be easier. Yeah, you can put him in different poses, and it might be easier for you to change his colors. Okay, okay. Now we're going to paste this hand. Paste. Oh, I didn't want the shadow. I wanted the color. This one. There we go. Now let's change the marking. Paste. Okay, okay. Forearm marking color. Paste. Okay, okay. All right, cool. So you can use now that we've done it on that set of hands, let's try his other pose. I'm going to hit Control 0. Oh, whoops, I accidentally removed my mouse mode. Let me put Control P to turn that back on. And now I'm going to press one of his other poses. F2 does his fists up. So now I'm going to go to Customize Model while he has this pose. Okay. Now I'm going to click on that hand. I know it's under hand, so I'm going to search hand. Underscore. Oh, you know what? He's making a fist. So let's do hand fist. Yeah, that's what this is going to be called. And we're going to go ahead and paste our last colors. Hand fist. Paste our last colors. And you would do the same thing. We're going to do like hand underscore paw fist. If I wanted to change those, let's change his neck. Well, actually, okay, now let's go back. Let's turn this pose off. I want to change the hands on this mode, so let's go back to Customize. Okay, I'm going to click on the model. Hand palm color L. There we go. Click. Paste. Okay. Finger color. Paste. And he's going to have a thumb color as well. Paste. Thumb base color. Paste. And the finger color. Paste. Alright, so now we have that set of hands done as well. We're going to hit OK. Now I'm going to do this set of hands. This is another pose, and I have it set to the F3 key. So this is F2, F3. So now I'm on F3. And you can change, by the way. We have, you know, I have them written down what they're on. F1, F2, F3, F4. You can change these if you want to. But these are the hotkeys I'm using is F2 for fists up, F3 for palms up, F4 for shrug, which was this one. But now I'm going to do palms up because his palms are the wrong color on this hotkey. And there's only 4 or 5 sets of hands, so once you've changed it on these, you won't have to do all this again. So we're going to go back to the gear. We're going to go to Customize Model. We're going to go to this. Okay. Now we're going to click on the hand. There we go. And now we're going to do the color. Paste. Click over here. Paste. Oh, whoops, that was the line. I want the color. Paste. Alrighty. So, we'll change his tail color too. Why not? Just because. No, we'll do a fun color. Let's do a fun color. Look at our funky guy. He's coming along great. And I do want to change the eyebrows. So let's do the eyebrows. So let's close the search and we're going to do brow underscore. And now we can do brow color. Okay. And now we're going to do the other brow. Paste. Oh, that was the line. I need to do the color, not the line. And, you know, the dot eyebrows aren't visible, but, I mean, if you ever wanted to switch to those, you could just go ahead and change them in here, even though you can't see them. I'll go ahead and do that just because. Okay, and now I want to color, you know, the eyes, because they're in grayscale right now. So we're going to do eye underscore. And this is going to show you every part of the eye. And then, again, if you get confused as to what each of these are, click on the little eyeball, and then it'll make that part blink. If you don't see something blinking, it's probably because it's black. So like the eyeball line isn't blinking. Eyeball color 2. All right, so we're going to do this pupil. Okay, and I'm going to add some screen. Let's make that pupil because you could blast it and make it a white pupil, and that's kind of cute. Actually, let's do that. I'm going to do eyeball color L. And the reason I have the left and right separated is because some people's characters have heterochromia. So I wanted to try and accommodate that. Let's do eyeball color R. Well, let's do red. Why not? And let's do the other pupil. And let's make it bright. There we go. And you can also change the color of the sclera, which is the white part of the eye. That way, if you have like a, I don't know, like a really feral creature character, where's the sclera? It's in here somewhere. Not sclera shade, I want the sclera. You know, wow, you could do like a cool demon rat. Let's click on that sclera. Sclera R. All right, cool. Let me change the neck. I want neck color. Neck base color. I want it yellow like the body. Okay. Okay. So I think we have our mouse mostly colored. This is for folks that just don't know how to edit the texture map. So you can just do it in here. Definitely have fun. And what's really cool is you can set your colors to a hotkey. And there's a tutorial. Actually, let me show you that tutorial. It's called Vtube Studio color change. This person's tutorial here, Alara, their tutorial on how to this is their tutorial on how to do this entire process I've been showing you. And they also have a tutorial on how to set it to a hotkey. So definitely how to use Vtube Studio to change the color of your VTuber model. Definitely feel free to give this a look if my tutorial has not been very helpful. My tutorial is mostly just to try and describe the parts list because there's a lot of parts to this model. All right, now I'm going to put his arms down. Okay, we're going to click OK. And now our model is, you know, colored how we want him. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, we can't do details like stripes or spots this way. That requires much more detailed artwork and much more detailed like specific rigging. That's when you start looking into getting like a custom model. But for now, this is a pretty good like starting point. So hopefully this helps. And definitely take a look at the documentation included with the model. Let's see. In the user manual, it shows you roughly how to get to this menu to change the colors of your model. It specifies using the grayscale version, but you can use the white version or the blue version. You can use any texture. Gray and white is just sometimes easier to change the colors. This method you don't need to do anymore. This is outdated, so I'll probably delete this page. This is hints for artists. This is how to, you know, toggle the visibility of the markings again. Fix white outlines using hairstyles. There's the different hairstyles. Definitely take a look at the documentation if you get confused on like what functions the model has. But I encourage you to just go ahead and play around, have fun with it. And I hope this helps. I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Good luck and have fun.